Coming up on Golden State Warriors today, could Jordan Poole get traded? LeBron James to the Bay. Latest buyout market news. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this and so that we can reach another milestone, all thanks to your support with our year-round coverage of the Dubs. 29 people away from 47,000 subscribers. Subscribe if you love the Dubs. All right, now we begin with Jordan Poole. Could he get traded after this season? Yes, last offseason he signed that contract extension, and in 2021-22, he really made some improvements that were so impressive and had a great playoff run for the Warriors en route to an NBA championship. But the chatter is starting to begin after he's having somewhat of a down year, and he's being paid a lot of money. NBA Analysis came up with the trade idea surrounding Jordan Poole to the San Antonio Spurs, and would this help the Warriors? I'm not sure. I'm still high on Jordan Poole. He's an offensive juggernaut. But the Warriors would receive a couple of intriguing players. Doug McDermott, really good three-point shooter who could really help the Warriors in that regard. And Devonte Graham, somewhat of an underrated point guard, and 3 first-round picks. That package is really fat for the Warriors. But I've said this, I think Jordan Poole could be a building block for Golden State moving forward, especially as Steph Curry gets a little bit older. Maybe the injuries continue. Klay Thompson not getting any younger, and we'll see what happens with Draymond Green. So Jordan Poole could be a part of the next era for the Dubs. Now, here's what NBA Analysis had to say about that trade. In the near future, the Warriors will be downright unaffordable for most people. It is expected that Poole's extension will take effect next season. Meanwhile, the Dubs already have Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, who also signed a contract extension, and Draymond Green on their books for significant amounts of money. This is one of the reasons why they are doing this deal in the first place. As a result, they are getting out of Poole's contract. As a result, they are taking back 2 contracts, but they are both manageable than the deal that Poole had signed. So if you're worried about the salary, then Poole isn't the answer. But we've seen that this Warriors organization is willing to spend. They're willing to tap into that luxury tax, and they have to start looking ahead at some point. The championship window is still alive and well right now, but also at the same time, this is a Warriors team that does have a lot of big contracts on the books in 2023 and 2024. You look at some of those contractual figures, Steph Curry is set to make just shy of $52 million. Klay Thompson checking in at $43.2. Jordan Poole at nearly $29 million. But if he is really able to get back on track and play like he did last year, then Jordan Poole can be a very valuable offensive piece. We'll see what happens with Draymond Green and that player option. Andrew Wiggins at $24.3 million. He's kind of struggled over the last couple of weeks after getting sick and suffering from that injury, but a very good two-way player. As for the money concerns, Draymond is probably gone after this season. I don't see him exercising that player option because I do think that there's a team out there that will be willing to pay him a little bit more than Golden State as he looks to cash in on maybe one more max contract. And Andrew Wiggins will always be linked to trade rumors because of the contract, but him being a valuable two-way player. So Dub Nation, what do you think? Voice your opinion. Sound off in the comment section. Should the Warriors trade away Jordan Poole? I want you to type a simple T for trade, P for pass. And if you have more thoughts on this, then let us know down below in the comment section. As for more on this trade from NBA Analysis, as far as we are concerned, there is no doubt that they aren't simply salary dumping him by trading him away. Essentially, the Warriors are getting back 2 valuable rotation players in this deal, as well as a pair of first-round picks that will be used in the future. Those first-round picks are ideal, but again, one of those first-round picks going to be, and can you get players back that are better than some of the players that you trade away? That's kind of the conversation that you have to have here. The picks are great, but Poole is a really good young talent, and he's started to come into his own a little bit. You want to see the field goal numbers increase. You want to see that three-point figure get on the uptick just a little bit at 33.5, but 21 points per game, 4.5 assists. Pretty solid, and we'll see what he's able to do in the NBA playoffs. Before we get to LeBron James and the latest buyout market news, Warriors Today is sponsored by Athletic Greens. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted to increase my immunity, I wanted sustained energy, and I wanted to be in good shape. I wanted better gut health, that sustained energy, immune system support, and I hated taking so many pills and vitamins, and I wanted a supplement that actually tastes great, and Athletic Greens does, with less than 1 gram of sugar. You can get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I take AG1 every day because I'm currently on this running streak that I'm trying to get to a year here, and I'm approaching 280 days. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. You can add just 1 simple scoop of AG1 into a bottle of water, shake it up, and you're good to go. It really helps me with a bunch of things every single day. Improve digestion, better for running, and it's comprehensive and really just valuable for you. And the power of habits is really a part of the AG1 process. So it's great for recovery. I love taking mine before I work out, even after my workouts, or first thing every day to really set the table. And AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health. So one more time, it's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. If you sign up using our link, not only will you save money, but also you get 5 free travel packs with your first purchase and a year's supply of vitamin D. I'm telling you, this is a product and a supplement that has changed my life. It can change yours. athleticgreens.com/chatsports. All right, to LeBron James now. Could the Warriors trade for LeBron James? Can't happen this season. It would have to happen next season, obviously. 1, the NBA trade deadline has already passed, for those of you who are not familiar. 2, because of his contract extension that he signed this offseason, he was ineligible to be traded. But NBA analysis proposed to trade for LeBron James this offseason, and we know that the Warriors do have some intriguing trade assets, and if LeBron is really frustrated with the situation in Los Angeles, as the last couple of years, they've kind of been dormant. They haven't been a serious championship contender. He has minimal time left to really to really prioritize and maximize his prime by going to the Golden State Warriors. He might be able to chase another NBA championship. In this deal, the Lakers would receive Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, and 3 first-round picks. Here's what NBA analysis had to say about that deal. This team is getting prohibitively expensive. It's also rumored that general manager Bob Myers may be on the way out because he hasn't signed a contract extension. Finally, the Warriors have not looked like a championship contender this year. Why not push for one more run if the Warriors front office feels the same? What more could they ask for than a player that some consider the best in NBA history? James and Steph Curry alone ought to be an unstoppable pairing. And even though LeBron James is nearing 40 years old, him and Steph Curry could still be a great on-court pairing. This team is getting expensive. It wouldn't get any cheaper, obviously, with LeBron James signing that contract extension. But if the goal is to win one more NBA championship, then LeBron James might be able to help you. And I kind of just want to see it happen because in this generation of the NBA, since 2010 and now that we're in the 2020s, the most influential players in this generation, in this era, but also all time, with the way that they've changed basketball, the numbers that they've put up statistically, the championships that they've won, and the impact that they've had on the game, it's Steph Curry and LeBron James all the way. I mean, you look at these contracts once more, and obviously those contracts are very, very expensive. But it's also LeBron James who we're talking about, right? We're talking about one of the GOATs of all time. I still think that Michael Jordan is number 1 all time in NBA history, but LeBron James may be the better all-around player as compared to Michael Jordan. And then Steph Curry, his fingerprints are all over the way that the game of basketball is played now. And this is a guy who's still putting up absolutely crazy numbers this year as he's approaching 40, 30 points per game, 7 assists. He's still shooting about 51% from the floor, 31% from 3, not great, but last year, 36% from 3. He continues to really change his approach to the game of basketball. And as the game of basketball does alter and change, he's been able to adapt as well. LeBron and Steph, to round out thoughts on this, would be an absolutely epic duo. I'd love to see it happen, and maybe it would take some pressure off of LeBron James to continue his NBA career, where he doesn't have to shoulder the load offensively like he's had to do with the Los Angeles Lakers because that team has been bad. Trade for LeBron. Why for yes and for no? I have a feeling a lot of people are still going to say no. I'm going to say yes just because I want to see it. I don't think it's going to happen, though. All right, to some buyout market news here. Miami Heat, they did sign 5-time NBA All-Star Kevin Love, so he is not going to make his way to the Golden State Warriors. It's a player who maybe the Warriors didn't really have a need for a stretch four who could shoot the three, but I still think that he would have been able to help. As for Russell Westbrook, he was never in play for the Warriors. But important news here to pass along because it does have an impact on the Western Conference standings. After finalizing a contract buyout with the Jazz, 9-time All-Star guard Russell Westbrook is going to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers. His agent Jeff Schwartz of Excel Basketball tells ESPN. And the Warriors also not going to sign Patrick Beverley because he is headed to the Chicago Bulls over the Golden State Warriors. Wanted to go there over the Warriors. Surprising to me, does Beverley win an NBA championship? He could have had it with the Warriors potentially. He's not going to have it with the Chicago Bulls, but he did grow up there. Beverley said, I figured I could make a playoff push with the Bulls, pump them up a little bit. I'm excited, man. Get to rep my city on my chest. Sweet home Chicago. And look, I see where he's coming from. He's probably at the tail end of his career. Now he gets to play for his hometown squad. Warriors should make a move soon if they want to bring in a player who can actually impact them in the playoffs. March 1 is the deadline to sign a player and have them eligible to play and compete in the NBA playoffs. So name a player the Warriors should sign. Sound off with what you think down below. As always, we appreciate all of your support here on Golden State Warriors Today. Make sure you subscribe to everything that we're cooking up, and we appreciate all of your support. And until next time, when we talk Dubs, we'll catch you later.